Let me see. Is it alive? Check the audio. It is. Oh my gosh. Good morning, y'all. It is. Oh my gosh. Good morning, y'all. So, weather. I have this tent thing. Cold front's coming through. They're going to do the thing. I don't know how it'll play out. But we're just going to open this box because this is my life now. And it's a lot more fun for me to have you guys join, and then we open this up and just talk about it as it's happening. You know, it's moving on like at least every other weekend. I'm opening up a new bike, which is just insanity. So, yeah, there's that. Let me see if I can get to the live version of this thing. And there's the chat. Good morning, Brad, Tom. See you guys. West Gang Productions. Let's do this. Good morning. I appreciate all you do, man. I love this community. I'm looking forward to this. My wife is very interested into what we saw. Yes. Good morning to you. And Heybike is a recommendation. I think in my world, electric comes first just because of the customer service, but Heybike is coming up hard and fast. So definitely don't mind having their stuff. There's a ton of them out there. Just as much as I can ride down the trail and see a ton of electrics, I see a ton of Heybikes as well. Just multitude of Heybikes all across. So it's a worthwhile bike. It's hard with the naming convention on this thing because they're calling it 3.0 Pro, and then they had that S1000, and it's just like, damn, you're gonna try and best that, but full suspension on this bike, so there's that. I think it's just time to get it going. I brought out the goodies to chest up the camera. If the battery is good enough, I'll take it for a ride and we can go from there. I did forget. Well, I didn't want to bring out a lot of stuff because of the weather situation. So let me get my handy dandy remote pump that I bought because of peer pressure, because nobody likes my 1980s Craftsman air compressor. And then I think we can get this party started. Actually, I'll just use these. Who's heard about Escape e-bikes? You guys hear the scuttlebutt? They're refunding all of the Rangers that were purchased, and some people are not getting a refund. So that's not good. And they're having to deal with it by other means. Our man Scott bought one, so we'll see how it goes with his situation. It's just a shame, you know. I hope that the money situation becomes more clear and that we don't have another Dave Cleveland on our hands. That would be extremely disappointing. But I don't feel that way about Escape. I don't think that that's in his nature. So I'm hoping there'll be a good outcome. However, I am sorry that I won't be able to get like full service for the bike. Good morning, No Clue Q. Respect for the Craftsman. I got it. Tell that to Generation e-bikes. Like he likes to give me all sorts of crap about it. So here we go. So my typical endeavor for this is to take the bike out of the box and I'll swing it over. Use the box as a trash can, and then commence with the extraction from all the packing material. This looks like it's going to be pretty easy. Let you guys see what's going on in here. The color is really nice. Whatever they got going on the website does not do this bike any justice, because this color is way better than the model image on their product site. And then I think that's just a spacer, so it's meant to be like this little plate here on the side. No, folks, this is not meant to stay with your bike. Okay. So I'm gonna clip off that box of goodies real quick. This is weird. I don't know. Like, why is it so damaged? Okay. Seat for to put in rack. There we go. Oh, so it's you that's been, yeah, good for you, Ed. Remember the sensitivity from the Hellbender, right? Every bit of compression when you're tightening the screw that goes in the star nut that clamps on your fork to your stem, every quarter turn matters on that. So just keep in mind that it's just a iterative process until you get comfortable with where you want the stiffness. But I'm happy for you. It makes that bike just heavy duty. I guess we'll call it that. I'm just tightening up this clamp. See if I can get this up here. Yes, sir. Right about now is where Brad goes, sure would be handy if you had an automatic bike lift. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be really great. Yes, I agree, Tom. It is a really nice color. I need y'all to defend me because he's coming. It's gonna be him or somebody else says it. Maybe Michelle. It may be Michelle talking in the background. what's going on. All right. So fender. You leave that just in case it flops. Needs some gold wheels. Damn right. Yes, it does. It'll be beautiful. Beautiful. This one wasn't even tight. Just kind of hanging there. Maybe the handlebars were inside it when I pulled it. There it is. Yeah. Gentle. One of the things, like straight away, is just the right, the welds right here. All these seams are nice and smooth, like that hydroform. It's really nice. You get into these and you can start seeing where it's done by hand. One thing I do wish is they would put the battery in from the bottom so you can get bottle cage mounts here. Because I may or may not like adding extra battery. You guys see? Okay, perfect. I see him. I see him's in here. What has he said? Yeah, electric lift. I knew you'd say it. You can't resist yourself. It is an awesome color. Yeah. Whenever I'm asked if they have red, I order red. But this is something else. Like a champagne kind of Merlot feel. What does this say? Warm tip. Not really hot tip, just a warm tip. And it's just a tip. Warm tip. This driller protector is used for protect the derailleur from being deformed during shipping. If derailleur protector is deformed and touches any part of the derailleur, ooh, there we go, it will affect the use of the derailleur. Please pull protector out to keep it 15 millimeters away from derailleur. Okay, more or less, if this thing gets smashed, fix it. Somebody made a Grape Juice comment. Grape juice color, yes. The great debate. Customer service. I'll say this, they fixed the app, so there's that. And that took a long time. Took a very long time. And they're moving their components into like the electronic era, like you're seeing with Velotric, Aventon kind of stuff. Near field communication with the little scanny card, the NFC. And there they are right there. Not sure how I feel about that. Also, I'm like, where's the key? And doing one of these is my least favorite because of the angle on it, but it's a hard life, you know? Problem number one, though, is where are the daggum keys? Here they are. Okay, we're good. It looks like this thing got banged up, so it came off of the clip that was up there, so that's why it was just loose. These are your NFC key cards. And away we go. All right, I need a seat because I'm old. Gonna hurt, a crinkle. If any of you are in the Tampa area and you need an RTR, holler at your boy. Grit shift, the Reaper version. Last thing. This is okay. Okay. Is the color cranberry-ish. A little bit darker. I'd give it. I think the grape juice color then, yeah, that speaks to it. Also, if y'all don't know, Generation E-Bikes, who is in the chat right now, is gonna be, well, not gonna be, they are selling the Whip and the Wolfhound in the 72 volt class. So you guys go check out their website and you can see it. I've pushed a couple of the videos, but it's worth mentioning. And I think it's a partnership between him and the brand owner, because Brad, they sell quite a few different brands, and then they've got a unique setup with Electric. where they will actually do custom delivery service for customers and set everybody up, which is cool. It's only cool because he's got an automatic lift, an electronic lift. So enhancement on the dropout is nice. They have the little recessed part right here on the dropout where if you put that washer in here with the little divot on the end, it locks it in so it can't spin out. It's not necessarily a torque scenario, but it keeps it in and you know that you're centered on your dropouts, which is good. And looks like, oh, shucks. It is not that. What I was gonna say, I was like, oh, it looks like they got the screw where it just screws into the fork. No, we got the lock nut back here. So it's that dual duty. You know, am I gonna remember to do the light and the fender at the same time? Well, gee, Matt, perhaps you should do that now. No, because we're gonna do the stem. Get my strappy doos for this. Maybe I can go the other way and it'll help. Yes, smarter, not harder. I did that so to keep the fork in. A lot of people just turn these over or they leave them on the ground so the fork is jammed just by the floor. I like to show off. Also, it helps with the camera angle and then the rest of everything else. So figured out a decent enough method to get it going. It's over. There we go. Now, what I'm gonna do is see if they included all the necessary tools. The wolfhound looks awesome. Don't fill his head with grandeur. Just like, it's okay. We'll see how it goes and then like fill him up later, right? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm pleasantly surprised. Actually, when he about flipped that bike over when he was doing his, he didn't mean to do his wheelie in the beginning of the video. That's when you know. When he's like giggling like a little schoolgirl, that's when you know you like it. Yes, like, yeah, like they're talking about now. Yeah. All right, I'm cutting into this box real quick. One, I want to get at the tools to see if they included everything. Yes, no little baggie though. This is how you get spoiled, folks. Like you just start expecting things. Or she blows. This aluminum mold ring used for packaging protection. Please take it off. No problem. So with these, use this split right here. It's kind of like the line that you follow down the body of the bike to get this centered without getting everything hooked up first. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna need to put stem cap on and then draw in the fork and then move about to tighten it. I may end up taking this loose, which is just a tiny little screw right there. And then this piece will flop out, so don't lose that and your white shell of death that you shoot all your video on because you're a masochist. And then you'll just flop this over and this will lay down and you can tighten everything up. But I'm gonna try and leave it in just because it's easier to flip this back up and then see the orientation and then immediately get the handlebars in. Also, no star nut. This thing is just like welded in there. See how that looks. Okay. Also this, you need to unclamp this before you get going and recognize that there's a flat part right here on this side when you bring your handlebars up and get it in there. The next thing I'm gonna be concentrating on is recognizing where the wiring is coming out and also recognizing that the brake hose cable is here. So we're gonna come up on this side and that will be how the handlebars go in. So just keep your orientation appropriate. Oh my, I may have to do a little trick here. There we go. So it wasn't gonna go in over the top, so I laid it over for a second. It's not bad. There we go. These are the e-bike straps. These are the 2-inch wide. They only come one a piece, but I really, really love them. Have linked up the 24 inches, but they're the 1-inch version. So if you're looking for like the Mac Daddy of all Mac Daddies, these are the ones. I use these as stabilizing straps for the other battery. Let's see. When I do things like this. So I'll let this hold, this second strap will go, and then I put 2 of these linked together around it and then just draw it in. It compresses this upper foot and the lower foot and then just keeps it really stable. It worked very well in a lot of applications. If you know, you know. Okay, where are we at? We gotta make sure this, it looks like it's sit pretty well in there. Just need to remember to tighten this. But now I'm gonna put it on the front wheel so I can get that alignment that I'm looking for. Straight power wheel, it almost killed me. Yeah. No regard for safety, Brad. No regard. What are perfect tires? These are gonna get 20x4 Allscapes for sure. I just like to, if the bike doesn't stick around, I'm not gonna change the tires, but it's worthwhile. The tires on it are the Kendas. You know, I think everybody's used to seeing these, but they wear out right down that middle line really quickly. I see. All the batteries for the win. Yes, Brad, all the batteries. We want all of them. I see this where this conversation is there. I want to know what you guys think about the Viper. Like, is it worthwhile? I, you know, I want whip, single motor, 3 to 5,000 peak, low, maneuverable, powerful, geared correctly, no ghost pedaling in the low 30s, that kind of stuff, with all the accoutrement up on the dash, so I can turn signal if I'm feeling randy. I can switch between cadence and torque. I can do all that stuff. I think dual 72s pushing 1,500 watts or more is just, it's out of control, and they're already heavy enough. I think that, Rob, that was pointed at you and Ed. I realized that the Scout is not the Viper. Okay. Make sure and pull your spacer for your caliper. And then don't squeeze the brakes between now and whenever you get it in. And then I'm going to get these nuts backed off enough. The orientation looks like there's no spacer or washer in between the nut, or actually the inner axle and the fork. So everything is on the outside, like so. This is the way it came, so that's the way I'm gonna go about it. Both this way, and then that little divot here will hang in the bottom. So that's how you're gonna orient this thing. So I'm just monitoring brake caliper first. Then I'm pulling these out as far as possible. I try not to take them off, but I may not be able to do this without doing that. It's not looking promising. Here we go. So this one goes here, then the washer, and then the nut. And then you want to make sure that it gets seated inside that little recessed area so that it's really centered. I will likely loosen this and get it on the floor, let gravity assist, but if it's seated like this, you know you're centered up pretty well, even if you're on a stand. Let's see if I've got a wrench to do this. Yes, yes, I'll do it. So right now, I have been able to use just the tools that they send with the bike, which is good. I feel like I'd want a longer extension on my wrench to get some mechanical leverage, but it's good enough. Yeah. Let's see. I can hear it scrubbing on that brake. So I'll have to pull this out. I will wait though for that. Here's another true test. Do they send you the wrench that works? It looks like a 10 that works here. Yes. So, fortune, thankfully. Thankfully they do. Let me get this horn headlight combo out. To clip it off, which now releases my keys. So I'm gonna put the keys up there with the NFC cards. There, and then the fender. Near field communication. I've been saying near frequency, but it's not that. This one has the Phillips end. That's pretty neat. Whatever. Okay. So awkward. And then because this it has the Phillips, I can't do the thing that I need to do. Maybe I can. Wait. Oh, no. No, I can't. That is a pain in the butt. Does this one work? No. Gosh. All right, fail on that one. What am I looking at? Eureka. Now, the great debate, behind or in front? Behind, in front. The war wages on. If I do this, I got room. If I get up in here, I got no room. So then I got to do this to see if I can even get my, yeah, I can. Just barely. So do I bring it tight like that? I think so. What does the instruction book say? Scott, you had your Ranger. Did you put it up front? Who did what? Brad, you got one? Who's got one? The debate. Great debate. I'm lost in conversation. You guys are just talking away without me. Just feeling a little left out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do I need to look at a picture? Will I be able to tell from a picture? Folding, Ranger 3. Add, wait. That's front side. Yep, both on the front side. Oh my. Okay, we're doing it like Heybike. Whatever you tell me to, Drill Sergeant. Up front. So there, there, there. Washer. Nylock. Perfect. What's that? Wrench. That is so awkward. Oh my. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna need to put, this washer already flopped out from behind it. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna put the light behind, well, am I? Yes. I'm gonna put the light behind the fender so it has more or less another washer kind of holding it in. There we go. Give it some mechanical advantage. Do we like it? Do we like it? Yes, I think so. I'll do this. Just gonna see if there's a good, no need, I don't think. Maybe central it through there and then bring it to the other side. That's a little excessive. Not necessary, I just did it. Okay. Put it back. Scarlet Snow just started. Oh my gosh. 20 inches? What the hell? Tom, I'm so sorry. Put it on the back, Matt. No. That way we can talk about it and review and say the debate rages on. But I did put it on the back side of the tab for the fender, if that makes it any better. And I'm gonna leave this on here, right? All the plastic. I'm gonna leave that plastic right there for Scott because he loves it so much. It's my gift to you, bud. It's just whatever I can do to make you happy. Am I getting ready to find out? Did I do the F around and find out thing? No, it's fine. Guys, yes, I've put together a few bikes before in my life. Just a few. Okay. This brake hose is really tight. All right, here's another one. Inside or, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should run this on the inside so it's not exposed in the event that the bike gets dumped. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Maybe, I don't know. Yes. Do this now. Right now. I do not like this thing. It takes off this end, and this is the worst one to pick. It's one of the most popular ones. It fits a lot of the screws, and putting this on here just makes it useless. Okay. So what I'm doing is taking off this caliper. Which fortunately for me has been put on with the red thread sealant. I'm so happy about that. Oh, the bottom one's got blue. Okay. Sure thing there, killer. It's gonna hold. I hope so. All right. Up, out, down, and around. Hose to the inside. Line the disc. And then let me see if I could show you guys this. So on these things, there's this little like rubber ring right here, and it helps to keep this on, but when you go to tighten this up, you need it not pressed against your fender, or it just makes it that much more difficult. It's not a game stopper, it's just a pain in the butt. It's right there. So I'm gonna get it and slide it over, but without holding this camera. It's a lot of work, but if you ever dump your bike, it'll be worth it because your hydraulic hose line won't be susceptible and the first thing to hit the ground or get damaged when it falls. So if you're wondering why, that's the reason why. Beautiful. All right. Moving on. Jeez, I should have done this before, but I'm going to do it now. Just see if I can get some out of it. Do I even know how to turn it on? Probably not. And it looks dead as a door now. So I am taking out the battery. I'm going to get it on a charge. When I'm pressing the button, I'm getting nothing out of it. Let me see if there's... Yes. There's an on-off switch. Fantastic. There we go. Enter passcode. There's no passcode. Here we go. Scott, is it 0? Is it quad zeros? First of all, Brad, stop laughing at me. Second, who puts the on-off switch on the inside on the battery for this style bike? And what's the point, right? You got key for security, on-off switch here, and then one at the display. Makes no sense unless your components are leaching. And then you should fix that problem and not do, thank you, Scott, 1515. It's just too much. Do I have to do this thing? I guess so. I don't like that, but whatever. Well, it works. Okay. And battery is at 49.7. That's what I was really after, to see if it had enough juice for me to get on this thing. What is this, a 2-amp charger with a custom connector, guaranteed? Yes. like my chargers to be universal. Where is this thing? I'll be back. There. Get some juice flowing to this bad boy. I have come across one of the better phone mounts that I've ever seen, and it's this, and it just clampy-doo straight onto the bar. I've had success. I got this actually from Tampa Bay e-bikes. I used it when I took out the Discover for the first time, and I really liked it. So I don't have to do all the weird stuff. I just tighten this thing until it's done. So we'll see. Time will tell. Okay. I have a feeling I'm being heckled some more. Clampy-doo? It is a clampy-doo. Like, y'all, come on. Phone mount is junk. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I'm tall enough that I don't have to worry about the height of the bike, Brad. I mean, that's not true for some people in this world, and I'm sorry for them, but I have that advantage at the very least. I'm gonna go with, I got this pretty damn straight. And with that being said, another reason why this stupid thing doesn't work. So aggravating. I should stop being such a princess, though. I'm very grateful that they include the tools. It's very windy here today. It's supposed to get cold. Like Florida cold, 60s. Where I can complain about it and then get made fun of for complaining about it. Are we there yet? What's next? Air in the tires. Got to get some pedals on. This is on. We know that's working. That's good. Perfect. This goes there. Okay. Pedals. Let me go get all my stuff. Thread locker, some grease. Got that. Man, this thing is pretty. She shines real nice. Shadoop, shadoop. There's that. Do the left side real quick. Left side is reverse threaded, y'all, so it's lefty tighty, righty loosey. Get into my manufacturer supplied toolkit because I am grateful and I will not say things like it's not terrible. There we go. There we go. Sticker stays. This is how I get my revenge. Little things. It's the little things that matter. What do y'all think about this? This looks a little, I don't know, just feels haphazard. And when you look at the connection, the connection should be either behind or forward of this frame mount for the cabling, just not right on it. Like, goodness. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Right? There's not enough slack either. It's just not, I don't know. It's just, look at, you know, like too much of a gap. It's right on this thing and there's nothing here. You can't pull it back. I don't have any idea if there's enough slack and control. Maybe there is. There we go. I've got to wonder what I'm doing inside. All right, I'm gonna work on that for a second. So I pulled a bunch of slack out of the housing. There. Okay. So in case you're wondering, this is a drip loop, right? If you get water, you want it to condensate and drip off the lowest point here before it runs to the connector. My boggle or problem is that this was just strapped up right here. I don't like that at all. So it seems like they just didn't run enough cabling out. But I'm gonna go ahead and maybe able to just tighten this one down. That is not a, that's a thing that should be better, but there. So now I've got my connection here, I've got a drip loop here, and it's tightened back up. That's how your cable should be sitting. That was definitely not right. It's either that or I'm now in the matrix and there's no getting out. Okay, let's see what y'all are saying over here. Joey's E-Bikes Adventures is here. I saw his logo. He is here. What lift did you get for the studio? Feedback Sports, because he doesn't listen to Brad. C9 seat. I see that. No clue Q. Definitely going to happen. I already have my combo C9 and suspension seat post, my bike case. I just have the full assortment and then I just pop it in whenever I'm ready. I do that on these full suspensions, and this full suspension doesn't really have much control. I feel like there's a port right here, but you can't lock it out. Yeah, there is. There is a very hard to access port for a valve to give it some air. But there's no lockout lever, which means that it's gonna be special. So I'll just do like quad suspension, suspension seat post, etc., etc. Go the wrong way first, make sure the threads are clean. Yes, always do that. As far as long range, this won't do. It would definitely need an extra battery. The dual motor version of this bike has a bigger battery. Westgank Productions, you talking about a Ranger like these? And yes, I think this one's 15 amp hours. They claim 90 miles. What can we do? Mica toll constant incoming. 720 divided by 25. I'm gonna give it 30. And that's about it. "30 miles, 20 miles an hour, throttle only." Joey's E-Bikes Adventures, glad you made it. Preparing for a blizzard in south of Boston, 2 feet of 70-mile-an-hour wind. What the hell? It's very windy today here, but as you see, I'm in short sleeves. It's supposed to get cold later. The port is there. See if I can get you where you can see it. Right there. Like super, super hard to access, but it's there. It's got a cap on it. What else? What else do we have? Yeah, I demonstrated earlier. Tom, you'll have to come back, but hang on just a second. I'll show you. All right, factory battery in. And then I do this. I take down tube with the bottle cage strap adapters attached to the battery mount. Bomb. And then I take the e-bike battery strap and I take 2 of them and then go around and then use that to compress the whole body down, and it sits really nice. It's also a nice, easy on-off. I suppose that means I got to show you guys the controller. But let me check gears on this thing real quick. What the F is this? Come on. This is atrocious too. Okay. So here, right, same principle as the hydraulic hose. You don't want your wiring to be on the outside. So if your bike goes down, yes, it's going to be protected by the pedals, but as everyone here that's ever taken a spill understands, that's not the way it works. You know, contour the ground, maybe you land on a rock, curb, doesn't matter. If this goes, then it messes up your cabling. So you always want the frame to help provide a guide for the routing of these things, and you never want to leave your wiring on the outside if you can avoid it. And this is just like, what is stopping them from going, like following the contours? I don't even know why you come out. Just get on the inside of the frame and then come up. And there's no connector. It goes all the way in. It's just nutsos. That is a straight line to the controller. Man. Okay. This endeavor will be twofold. I will attempt to redo that wire if there's a connection in here, otherwise I'll just unclip it, and I'm going to show you guys the controller. Because why not? This is a mess. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna undo all that zip tie mess that I straightened up earlier. gracious. All right, 26 amps. So it's 25 plus or minus 1 amps on output. 48 volt controller. So let me get some math going on. I have no idea where I laid you guys down. Yep, 25. 25 at 54.6 is 1365, so that's full charge. So they're not overstating right now. I think they call 1200 watt max on this one. So if we do 26 times 54.6, you're looking at 1419. If you're doing 24 times 54.6, 1310. So not bad. XT60, so you guys can see that. You know what the inevitable future is. This thing just was very loose in there. Not even sure. I think this one is the light. So give me just a second and I'm gonna try and wrap this thing. Yep. Okay, that's what it is. So instead of undoing off the back, I'm just gonna trim it out and then reconnect it inside the housing. And then write a very angry letter to customer service and then never send it. Do I need that one loose? No. So I'm in on 3-pin Gillette. It's this one. Okay. So all I'm doing is just coming behind the frame. I know it's a novel idea. It's the new age way. Just on it goes. Okay. So now I gotta get my light, bring it right through the bottom brace. Get it up into the controller housing. go ahead and get it plugged in. Make sure this gets plugged in. Controller first. This way, but it's gonna have to be that way, I think. Mostly because it seems like there's a little bit of excess, a lot of it of excess cable here. So that's why they had this thing going in. This way. But I know that there's room for a balancer in there, and I'll sort that out next time. I was not anticipating all this. Line up your arrows. Get your drip line, get the curve in. Make sure you capture, if you're gonna redo these, make sure you wrap up all your loops so you get your hose and other cables as necessary. What? What kind? Why are you making the question mark? What are you doing face, Brad? I saw it coming in. Edmol, 4 of them. Yes. Next time, do a live. Might be in the studio. Or, I'm just saying, like, I got cold weather gear. I'm just putting that out there. I'm prepared for this. Yeah. Yeah, Easy E, thank you. I do need a heated blanket. Like old hand warmers with some nice gloves. It's got the touch thingy so I can use my phone, right? So it doesn't freeze either. You guys are really thoughtful, you know? Y'all are a really compassionate bunch, and I appreciate how much everybody loves. Yeah. Ed, but you're doing cross country though, aren't you, Ed Mole? You're going long distance. I got a neck gaiter and thermals and gloves. I didn't get a jacket. What else did I get? I have the thingy, and then I got the full face version of that, so it goes over my whole head, and then the little cut off right at your nose, so I can look like I'm a thief or a bandit or a ninja or something. I am Easy. I know there is a whole lot of sarcasm written into what you just wrote down there in the chat, so. But I still appreciate y'all. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled program. I believe that I was getting ready to do the gears. Clean this off. I need reimbursement for all my zip ties. Not the phone. All right, limit screws are set well. Probably some adjustment on the barrel. Remember, if it doesn't go into the direction that you want it to, roll the barrel in that direction until it does. And the barrel being this bad boy. So if you're trying to go your gears in towards the motor and it doesn't, roll that barrel towards in that direction where it's over the top. And then if it in reverse, the same concept. If it's not coming down in the high gear, then roll it out. So this way or this way. Kindas. 30 PSI max. Yes. I'm gonna go to 25, I think. I'm gonna need a round of applause for using my battery-powered air compressor from Harbor Freight. If you need strong strength in battery and tire pumping capabilities, get the Valor air pump. 20 amp hour, no, 20 volts of pumping power. Brought to you by Brad Twist of Generation E-Bikes for his never-ending heckling of Matt and his Craftsman air compressor. Thank you. Jerk. Actually, I was like, when I brought Jake Jake had one, and I think he had a DeWalt, which is much nicer than this. You actually have to hold the trigger on this thing, which I think is just obscene. Making sure it's even all the way around. And then right after this, I'm gonna have to put this tent up if I can feel some raindrops coming. I'll sit back here for a second. There. Okay. Back to it. Where am I? What am I doing now? Did this? This is working. Probably need to get it on the ground, check the alignment, seats there. This is on, pedals are on, gearing is checked, brake. Ideally, we would set compression on, or set the pressure inside this shock on the rear. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go with factory on that one. I'm a little bit disjointed. I didn't anticipate having to do all of this, like in terms of the zip ties and rerouting all the wiring. And, you know, I hope they improve that, right? That stuff matters and it's really important. It's something simple, but it makes all the difference in the world. No scraping on the brakes for the rear. Tires are set, fenders are in. I've got all the good stuff out. Battery is getting a little bit of juice. Are we ready to take it down? I think so. Okay. Let's throw this back. Y'all bear with me for a second. And then I brought everything out. I'll probably use this horrible phone mount and take it out if I can get it done. But I'm gonna move all this stuff, see if it continues to spit rain. Get all this stuff out of the line of fire of said rain. mount up, see how she does. I used all of my extra zip tie supply. Okay, I'll be right back. Hang tight. Here, here. These go on the tool bag. And then this goes here. And these go here. And that there. All right. Thank you. Switch to 52 tooth and 1146 freewheel. You will be gold. Who's he talking? Rob? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this out. Get these down. There we go. Download the Heybike app. I already got that. So let's do this. Heybike. So we need a battery. There's that. Did I turn the battery off? Probably. Turn the battery on, you idiot. Don't be such a dunce. Yes. Yes, I did. Heybike. NFC card. Probably should put that in my pocket right now. There. Now, add bike. There's that one. Connecting. Add. Confirm. Settings. Personalize. Top user speed. High. When throttle on, the throttle speed will be limited to the maximum speed of the current pass level. No, 0 to 5. Level 5 is there. Other settings. Bike reset. Oh my gosh, upgrade firmware. I don't think so. Speed setting. That's not going up. I wonder. Scott, is there a separate thing to get it out of the classes? Riders? Nope. Let's see. Current version is the latest. Let's see if I do it here. Wheel battery, password, factory, advanced speed limit. We'll just bump that. So maybe not through the app, we'll just do it on here and set it up to what, 100 kilometers per hour. Yeah. Walk is 6. Current limit 30 amp. We know that's not the case. Assist level, PAS, disc drive mode. 2, I guess that's where it stays. Start motor 0. Start sensitivity, start strength, exit. Factory settings. I don't know. Back. Exit. Go back in again. Display settings, brightness, system units, miles per hour, auto lamp. Good, auto off. Battery indicator is voltage. Yes, exit. Personalize. I don't know why that wouldn't do it from the app, but okay. But now it's showing on the app as 28 miles an hour, so there's that. That's good. I do not want the limiter. This was the issue that the previous app had right here. When you turn it on, it would throw all PAS levels and open them all up so they would all go to 28 miles an hour. It was ridiculous. PAS 1, full power, straight to 28. It was not good. Okay. Yep. Tom, it's coming. You just got to let me get through it. I'm out here goofing around now with people like Scott, gallivanting to their hometowns to ride e-bikes as the good Lord intended. So I just need time. Looks like it's time. Cockpit. Now it's time for cockpit operations. First of all, these grips, I don't know about all that. I like the low profile. I understand it, but I don't know. Jury's still out. I'm gonna get this thing down. Okay, you guys know the deal. If I fall out, lose connection, etc., just accept my apologies. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm gonna try and get this thing disconnected from network along with the phone, take you guys with me, and we'll see what's up. If it drops out, I will not be reopening another live for this, so don't try and find me. Here. I mean, what suspension? Bro, bike case, bump stop, suspension seat post is the only one I'm ever going to recommend. But the reality is you need to pick your sizing and then pick the selection set. Most of the posts from bike case are 27.2s, and then you just find the appropriate shim to work with them easy. So don't worry too much about it. But of course, bike case from ElectricAllWheel. Are we in? Are we ready? Wear your helmet, kids. Is this working? Yes. Give me just a second. How are we looking? Good. 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 Is my alignment good? Yes. Ed, I mean, honestly, 31/8 is the size of electric diameter seat posts, so keep that in mind. There are dropper seat posts. I've never attempted it because of the spacing, especially I'm wired because of the way the shock fits through the area for the rear suspension. So honestly, I would appreciate it if you would give me some feedback on what you find, but I haven't thoroughly researched that. Looks like it did not like that, so give me just a second, y'all. Are y'all still here? Perfect. Did it link? Oh my. Okay, I think we got it. Give her pad. Oh, here's the words again. Dadgum. What is the deal with everybody taking away paths 1 through whatever? Just don't understand. Here we go. Kickstands up, everything's feeling all right. Oof. These brakes. Probably need to adjust start strength or like power assist on this thing. Let's do, where are we at? 8th gear. Okay, perfect. Do this thing. So I'm really close to Pinellas Trail, and it's just like the best gateway. This has a really unique sound. Oh my, that is interesting. Anyway, Pinellas Trail, and with what the stuff like Ed Mole is doing, like 60 amp hours on battery, like doing all that. That's what's gonna be able to get me like all the way down to St. Pete and back, doing whatever the heck I want to do. So I really like that. This area is Ozona, and it's like we're really, really, really close to the water right now. And then this is like a really famous barbecue spot called the Ozona Pig. This is Ozona Brewing. They don't actually brew their beer there, but it's a really nice hangout spot. Let's see here. This motor sounds, I like it. It's very Tron-esque. It's not like that crazy metal on metal from Wired, but it does have it has a unique sound to it. It's a very close-up view. Yeah, you guys are, let me see. I can just kind of lean to the side. There we go. How's that? Or just like try and sit up further. The seat post isn't really made for me, but we're out here. So here's the water. And it is super duper windy. And then this is the place where I like taking pictures here. I'll come right down here. And then just park the bike. And then shoot it this way. It's a really nice setup at sunset. It looks decent. I do wish I had a boat. That is what ElectricAllSports is for. We'll climb out of the e-bike arena into all of the power sports for electric. I'm sitting on ElectricAllSports domain site, all the stuff, so that I can transition if the world is willing to let me go that route. So Brad, Scott, y'all need to come out of those cold places, get down here to Florida. So the speed is good. I'm seeing 27. Of course, what I can do, let me see if I can do this. Let you guys see if it's e-biking, speedometer. Match that up. See if you can see it. Man, this motor is it's just got a unique sound. So right now, display showing 27, GPS 26, 28 on display, 26.5 on GPS. Radar gun had me at 26. Display says 30, GPS says 29. So, okay. Doing the thing. Weak GPS. That's fine. Where's the Hill of Doom? Clearwater Bridge, Tom. Clearwater Bridge is the best you're gonna get. Also, aprons leading up to overpasses I found are pretty neat. Like what Shreddy McSkate did with the Segway Cyber, that kind of thing. It's a good test. You also see that Freshly Charged use like a concrete apron with a steep grade for that crazy wheelie machine that they've got. They've put out a couple videos lately, and what it is, and he actually fell off the back of it because he didn't set the limit, or he undid it and it just flopped out from under him. He took a hard spill. But the concrete apron, I just got to find a good one and got to make it to where it's inside. Also, the grade on the Sand Key Bridge, which is the second bridge out of Clearwater, is pretty good. Scott can attest to that, but the slope on Clearwater Bridge is so gradual that it's not really hairy. The best thing about the Hill of Doom and the Hills of Madness and all the other hills that they have is like you need a high slope to get it going. XP2. Oh, look, look at, he's got the setup. Hang on a minute, let's see. I've never met this guy, so we're gonna see what's going on. May I ask you a question? Is that a second battery?
Yeah.
Nice.
And a third.
You did a third battery?
Yeah.
What setup do you have?
I've got a board in here that I added.
Did you see it on a YouTube channel?
Yeah. My buddy actually did it for me.
Yeah?
I don't know your bike whatsoever. I'm having battery problems right now.
Uh-oh.
But I love the setup. I think my batteries are just going bad.
Yeah? How long have you had it?
I bought these from my buddy.
Okay.
So you can't go by that, but this is what it is. Phil?
Nice. Yes, I recognize it. Do you recognize me by chance?
No.
I'm that guy in that YouTube channel.
I don't know who you
It's fine. It's fine. I just saw your setup. I can see it right here because of the cabling.
You haven't done it. My buddy did.
I sell it.
Oh, really?
I have the YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's me. My name's Matt. What's going on with your stuff?
I don't know. I'm just checking it, man.
I'm just out doing the thing.
I just got off of work, or I ran
Understood.
over, so. See you, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. I like your
good one.
bike. Take it easy. How about that? He's like, who is this weirdo? Who's that guy? I'm Matt from Tail Heavy. Yep. Prolific. That's where it all began, on that XP2. That guy. I mean, he gave a few. Like, he told me, he's like, this is what it is. This is the second battery. It's like, oh, it's having problems. I'm sitting here telling him, like, I'm the dude. He's like, if he'd have just asked, I would have had a look. But it's fine. I'm trying to anger the masses. Just get on out of here. This motor sounds cool. Really, I like it. Yeah. Let's see here. Off-road mania. Let's sit down and see if that does injustice. Hello. Full suspension. Not terrible. Not terrible. Don't say that anymore, Matt. Not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. Oh, my goodness. We are doing 25. Probably not my best move. Woo! I don't mind this a bit. Yeah, he definitely was like, move along. See you later, sir. You're bothering me while I test out this system that you know nothing about on this bike that is the best. Let's get in here. I am gonna move along. I think I told him, Scott. I don't know how many other ways I could have told him. This is what's up. This lady's just like chilling in the turn lane like she owns the place. We are doing that too, but we're gonna do it a little more safely. For all of you that think I'm reckless. Yeehaw. see if this horn works. Yes, it does. I think this seat post needs to be taller. That's number one. This is not fit for tall people. Unless you're just scooting, and then it's okay. And oh my gosh, the wind is just crazy right now. Oh. The bike's having a hard time. And I have dropped this thing to 45 volts. Believe that. Some weird stuff happening there. Oh wow, just right in the face. That hurts. Oh my gosh. Throttle for life, that's for sure. Till they take it away. We're gonna do 250 watts, just like Europe. Oh. Never even looked. Seven. Ooh, it's so windy. Lordy, look at the palm trees. Can you see this? Nuts. Hiya. This guy's just chilling. I think they're having a moment. They may have having a moment. Dismount zone. We are not dismounting. Okay. Well, here it is, guys. The bike is performing just fine. I think there's a little offset between actual mile per hour, so I need to do a little bit of digging to see if I can get a different diameter setting for the wheel size, but I didn't see one when I was in there. But overall, yeah, this thing would serve well with dual battery on it, no problem. And it would center out well too. Not bad. That's what I'm going to say instead of not terrible. Not bad. Not bad at all. Dismount zone. Sir, you can't park there? Yeah, for real. I'm just going to pull right in front of this oncoming bicycle. See what I got going on here. Into the roadway we go. Giving her full throttle. It does have, it's got speed. I like that. Of course, it is not my metrics that you want to measure battery capacity with because I throttle the hell out of a bike. There, look, a walkie. Who's got the walkie? Is it? Yeah? Is that the 60 amp hour?
You know what? It should have been, but and they sent me a bike with a 40, and I was so excited to look at the box. And it's only,
So you pulled it out?
this one's a 60.
Yeah. That's the Anioki,
I
yeah?
put it together. You know, it's too big. And they tried, well, they gave me back $350. But that, I said, that's not the point. 'Cause this
No
one's
doubt.
60, big difference.
What's the longest ride you've ever taken?
Took my butt got sore, that took me about 5 hours. And I still had battery left.
Dang. Where'd you go?
That way as far as I could. I'm new here. I came from
Okay.
California. And then I turned around and went back. And then I went down to Clearwater Beach
Okay.
and then rode around.
Did the whole beach scene.
Okay.
Good for you. Well, I like your bikes. I bet you're liking it too, yeah?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
He's from Michigan. He just came to town.
All about it. And while they're getting ready to freeze out, we're going to enjoy the weather. All right, gentlemen, have a good day. Horn. Yeah. So this thing works, does the job. It doth get a thumbs up. It does not get a thumbs up for whoever assembled it. Like, that person needs to go back to the drawing board and recognize what's going on with their cabling. But nothing that wasn't able to be fixed. And right now, I'm liking it. I like your bike. Yes. You guys are just warming my heart. You know all the things. Clampy do. Like your bike. Not terrible. See? We're just gonna work all these phrases into your vernacular. It'll be fine. Just assimilate and ride e-bikes. Throttle for life. I'm just gonna make them all the t-shirt labels, right? Those are going to be the phrases on the t-shirt, the retail lineup for apparel. I can't believe that guy. He had the kid on there. I'm like, I'm him. Get on with yourself, sir. You're bothering me. Oof, wind right in my face. Voltage dropped 43.7. Oh wow, it's struggling right now. I got it pinned. You're right, Brad. I should have known my place and just minded my own business. Hello. See, if they had bikes, I would have been like, I like your bike, but they don't, so I can't. There's kind of a little bit of a delay. I don't know. If this is Chicago wind, I'm not going out, bro. We're just gonna be working on bikes. I'm never going outside if it's this windy and that cold. Hell no. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be on your left. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Don't worry about me either. It's okay. I'll just be back here suffering and shivering and dying a little bit inside. Like your bike. He had a Denago, that city run? I think it's a city run. Those were sold by the Bike Lab for a period of time. And they're in Dunedin. see. Do y'all want more? There we go. What's the consensus on roundabouts with you guys? You guys have a bunch of roundabouts up north? It was a big to-do here. They built one nearby and people lost their minds. It is actually way, way better now. The traffic control is just much better. You can get through the intersection a lot easier. It's a lot less tumultuous, but man, leading up to it, people hated that. They hated it. Look at this. She got her doggy. Hello. That is a happy pup right there. She had a very nice trek. I gotta say, man, I love them too. Like, I don't really care. Like, the roundabout is the most efficient thing I've seen come in civil engineering. Like, it just works. Like, that traffic engineering aspect, like, statistically they're safer. They eliminate delays. Like, they're very, very good. But people, for whatever reason, they just, I don't know. And then they can't deal with the yield either, right? It's like, get in the roundabout or don't. But, you know, if you're the dominant incoming party, like, do the thing. Stop wasting my time and stop making, like, you can't tell if somebody's going around in a circle or if they're going to go straight. Here it is. It's coming up. This one. This was an ordeal here in Old Palm Harbor. People lost their mind. They did not like it. Not like it at all. So yeah, the roundabout. See if I get clipped by a car. Right? This was highly politicized for a long time. They just really, really hated it. A lot of hate for that thing. Ugh. So right on the other side of all this brush is water. Like, we're right on the shoreline. It's just a bunch of mangroves and built up stuff. And then this is the sports complex for all the aspiring MLB players. Playing a baseball game today would be murderers. It's like, I don't know if I'd rather kick a football in this wind or throw a baseball. Actually, I can already tell you what I'd rather do because I can't throw a baseball to save my life. Lacking the appropriate coordination. In this area, they do a lot of split lots, so they had the lots are really deep on the water, so they'll split off the front end of the parcel, make an access way on the side of the parcel, and then build houses up front. So there's typically a house behind it, so they could capitalize on them because the lots were big. This thing has dropped out on me a couple times. I see like the voltage goes to 42 and then power is lost. So, but I've been holding it down. 2-cam 40. The phone mount is a phone mount that Scott Hardesty says sucks. However, I got it from Tampa Bay e-bikes, and I'm going to inquire on supplier info and then I think I'm going to try and sell it on the site because it's working for me. It's pretty daggum steady and sturdy. I like it. Let me show you what it looks like in case you're just joining us. It's just this, it's got this like block. You tighten this down and then it just clamps on to the handlebars, and that's it. Hey man, you cut me deep, Shrek. Cut me real deep. Brad. I have nightmares about electronic bike lifts now. In freezing cold weather. It's horrible. It's awful. Like, you guys are mean. You're so mean to me. Just come here to be mean all the time. Y'all are just watching this to see if I wreck. I know what the truth is. Tom, take it easy. Appreciate you hanging out. Let me know if you have any issues. I'm going to wrap this up too. I'm going to head back and then log this thing off. I'm really happy that that's what, I think 4 successful detaches. I've had one that lapsed out. And then this was a successful unboxing, and the amount of battery that was left over in the, well, not left over, but the charge state was really good. So can't complain about that. Go ahead and get this thing charged up, get it queued up. I've got to finish with my Velotric Discover 3 and then do this one, and then likely going to have, oh, the Wheelie kids are at it. Is he doing it? What's he riding? I wonder what he's riding. Is that my dude? It is my dude. He's got a FX4. I'm going to be on your left. It is him. What's up, gentlemen? Yeah, it ain't that fast, so I can't compare today.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the guy.
What's up, man?
What's
Yes.
up, dude?
How are you? Yeah. How do you like it? Where did you get it?
Right up there on the trail.
Yeah. Tarpon Toms?
No, I bought it for my friend.
Okay, gotcha.
The bike review guy. Did you put me in the YouTube video?
You were in the YouTube video. You were in the one when we were on the backside, right? Running them down.
Yeah.
I'm live right now, so. Yeah.
I finally learned how to wheelie better.
Let's see it. Let them see. Yeah. I think we had like 30 at one time. There's probably over 100 views. And right now, looks to be about 20 people watching. Yeah. It's a fun thing. I unboxed this thing and then just took it out for a ride. I know. I do it to annoy one of the guys that's watching. It's not bad. It's legal. But it'll do like 28, 30 miles an hour. There he is. All right, guys, take it easy. They knew who I was, so there's that. I know. Yeah, it is. That thing, that bike is ridiculous. They love them. Well, I think we're winding down. Take the long route. .7 volts. It's been a trigger to the max or throttle to the max pretty much the whole time. One thing I am going to check though is to see that the universal will fit on here, so I can get a thumb throttle on this, because I'm not a big fan of these grips at all. Ugh. Yeehaw! Let me see. There you go. Let's set that in there. Let's see about this thing real quick. I know it's got to be Yep. 3-pin, we got it. We'll do it. I'm really working on getting a nice throttle assortment, some low profile stuff that that people want. We got the Hardesty grips coming. Those will be cool. They're ergonomics, but with the texture that is like no slip, very mountain bike-esque. And then we're gonna try and get something along the lines low profile like the Lecky Pacemaker. What else? Hardesty grips. Not that Hardesty can grip, but the Hardesty grips. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go through this real quick one more time. My studio has heat. Okay, perfect. Yes. Finally, someone knows what's up. Yes, Brad, you're the best. Thank you. Got to fuel up the generator. Rob, appreciate you for hanging in here for this long. I do expect that when summer comes around, you guys won't be chilling with me. Be out there riding your own bikes. What bike should I get for best range? You should get the one you like and then check the ElectricAllWheel channel, see if it allows you to add a second battery. That way you can make your economics work for you. It works well. The kits work. That's how we were actually able to build this channel, and it allowed me the opportunity to meet all these kick-ass people that are in the comments with you right now. So take some time, go through ElectricAllWheel. If you want really good reviews, you want to check out Scott Hardesty's channel. Joey's got some reviews on his channel. Mike Rochester's there as well. He's in the chat. Who else is in here that's running reviews for us? Brad, he's got them on Generation e-bikes, but I believe that he's probably gonna eclipse us all and move into e-bike sales and have his own proprietary lineup, so there's that. I've done a few reviews. I can tell you straight away, if it's the most economic, budget-friendly, with the best customer support ever, it's likely gonna be electric. If you're looking for a secondary to electric, something like this, I still would point to this or either the S1000, Ranger S1000. If you're looking for high speed, if you want power, you want all that stuff, it's gonna be Magician. I would say look out for the alpha reviews. If you want the highest safety ratings, etc., you're gonna look at Velotric, and you're gonna also look at Aventon. And then if you're just going economics and components, Jayceon, who else would be a good one? And then it'll depend on like cafe style if you're gonna go down that road as well. So after that, you saw the kids out there, they had the FX4, the Ghost Cats. He had a Mac Fox, and then I think the other kid had a Jayceon. So you can see what's really prolific out there. Get in the Facebook groups also. That's a good place to get information. There's always somebody willing to help you, just as equally there's always somebody willing to heckle you, because I guess that's just the country we live in now. You know, we just got to beat each other up instead of helping each other out. But not here. This is an e-bike safe space, so I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm gonna log this thing off. Thanks for chilling out with me. What's coming next? Yes, Tom, I will dual battery this thing. Got to do the review because that's the obligation. Got to finish up the Discover 3 for Velotric. The e-bike voucher program in Tampa, if you guys are in Tampa, if you live in Tampa, in the city limits, get your application in. It's a lottery. So at the bare minimum, if you win, it's $1,000. If your income is such that it qualifies, it can go up to $2,000 and $3,000, which is awesome. So hands down, one of the best things to do. And if you are in Tampa and you do submit and you do win, but you don't income qualify for 2, it's still $1,000. That'll get you into Electric XP4. Like this is a no-brainer. Like sign up, do that thing. That is it. I'm gonna get all this stuff sorted, get inside. It is time for pizza and beer. So adult beverage, apple juice, you know what it is. Y'all have a good afternoon.